Well, I would like to welcome you to our presentation about availability at our school in Germany. As you can see, our school is located more or less in the middle of Europe, in the middle of Germany, not Europe, but also Europe, of course. Bigger cities near are Hanover, perhaps you know Hanover, and Paderborn. Well, our city is called Höxter and Brakel. You can see that our school is divided into two sides. The bigger side is in Brakel, a very small city. How many inhabitants? 12,000 perhaps, very small. And Höxter, in Höxter there is a smaller site with only 16,000 inhabitants, I think. I'm not that sure about it. Well, we have got 2,500 students. 1,800 are in Brakel, that means that there is a bigger school, and the rest is in Höxter. Well, wer macht das nächste? Niklas, we need your help. Yes. Well, we are a vocational school. That means we have only 6 forms. That means our classes start at class 11 till 13. Our highest diploma is RDA levels. Furthermore, we have got finance, administration and commerce, that is in Höxter. In Brakel we have got health and social care, and IT and engineering. And of course a very big part at our schools are apprenticeships. In Germany we have got the dual system. That means when you leave school you start an apprenticeship, you go to school twice a week, and the rest of the time or the rest of the week you go to your company. After 2 years or 3 years you get a diploma, you get a certificate which tells you what are your skills and abilities, and then you can find a job, which is very easy because you can show what you know, what are your abilities. Good. And the next? Well, we are going to talk about students' project. Of course, we make it a bit shorter because we have heard already about some projects, and therefore I think it's a bit boring if we do it in detail. Then we talk about our charging stations for cars. We have already heard about that. About waste sorting and avoiding of waste. The use of renewable energies for electricity and heat generation. Biodiversity. Water dispenser for pupils and teachers, and of course our aims for the future.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Monia. I will present to you our student projects. I will first start with our Alles Müll oder was? In English it is translated to Is Everything Wasted? We are, just like my teacher said, a vocational college. So one of our departments, which is the social department, visited the elementary school, and they taught children about sustainability and how they could recycle, for example, plastic and so on. Out of the waste that they have collected, they made toys. With it they played a lot and actually have a lot of fun. I will give it to my friend.
Hello, my name is Nicholas, and I'm going to present you our charging station. So we have several charging stations at our school premises. They're all located near our at the entrance and at the parking lot, at the students' parking lot. And everyone can use them, but only teachers have the privilege not to pay for it. Yeah, so at the beginning, our headmaster had the electric company car, but nowadays it's like dozens, like 10 to 12 cars which use this charging station every day. Interesting fact, in our region there is a big company and it's called Phoenix Contact. It's a global player of charging station plugs, and it generates lots of workplaces in our region. All right.
It's my turn again. So waste sorting, I think you guys all know what waste sorting is. It's basically where you, instead of piling all the junk together, you sort it by paper, maybe electronics, plastic, and so on. That way you can recycle everything, which is much better for the environment. The best thing actually in our school is the textile towel dispensers. They are everywhere in the bathrooms. They are basically like instead of paper towels, you can use them. They are out of fabric, so they are rewashable and reusable, and that way you can save a lot of paper. We save almost 3,000 kilograms of paper every single month. Yeah. And we also have a bicycle repair station. So in that station you basically get your, no, hold on. It's ruled by a class of my colleague. She and her students basically repair bicycles that are dumped and not usable anymore, like they are complete garbage. They repair them and give them to poor people that don't have any opportunity to drive a bicycle, basically. So avoiding of waste, saving of copies, I think we all heard of it by now. Everyone talked about it. It's basically using less papers because of how digital our school has become. And you can see how much we have saved till now, every single year. Yeah, saving copies, I've already talked about this, but I will tell you how it has become such a big and important part of our school. During the lockdown, just like every other school, we had to improvise and use electronics, and that's how it all started. And now everyone, or almost everyone in our school uses an iPad to study with it, instead of sheets. And now, it's Nicholas.
Yeah, so another thing is the renewable energy for electricity and heat generation. So we use voltaic systems to generate electricity. The produced electricity is then being fed into the public power grid. We actually get some money off of it, which we then use to cover our electricity costs. And our goal is to generate 100% of electricity for our own use. In terms of the heat generation, we have kind of like a small wood chip plant, and what it does, it burns wood chips and generates heat, and that heat is used for every school in Krakow to heat the rooms and the water. Yeah, just like I said, the heat obtained is transferred to the schools, used for heating the rooms and water. And yeah, also a smaller thing, but we use LED light bulbs and also motion sensors.
So this is my part. Also, our campus is not. It's a little boring outside. Not very interesting. There is some grass and a few trees. And our idea for the future is to plant more trees, bushes, and flowers. And there is an interesting application I use myself on my mobile. It's called eNaturalist. And this app, you can take pictures from the species, plants and animals, and the application will determine which species it is. But the special on this application is it is connected internationally, and scientists from all over the world can take part on it, and sometimes they make suggestions for the determination if there's a better they make improvements of your classification of the species, and so you can find out how many different species are on your campus, and perhaps how the biodiversity will grow in the future. And I think it's very easily to integrate this into your lessons, and perhaps you can make a competition with your students or between classes which person found more species on the campus.
Yeah, finally it's my turn. No? Sorry.
I would like to present to you the water dispenser. I think some other schools also had the water dispenser. In our school we had it since like 2000. 2 years ago, exactly. 2019, I think. Everyone at our school uses it. We save a lot of plastic because everyone brings their own water bottles with them, or at the beginning of the school year we get water bottles from our teachers, which has our school logo on it. And in our case you can not only get still water but also sparkling water, in case that's what you prefer. Yeah, you can see how like the engine, I don't know how to pronounce it, works. And yeah, through our water dispenser we sharpen awareness about how important water is, and how we have to be quite selective when using it, and quite aware of how it could be quite easily wasted. Yeah, just like I said, everyone gets a bottle at the beginning of the school year. And now is Kim.
Now it's my turn. Yeah, I will present the aims for the future. So we plan to build some plant flower meadows, and we have planned bee projects, so bee-friendly flowers and beehives, and an herb garden, water stations for birds and insect hotels, fruit and vegetables to provide students with food, and the expansion of charging stations for e-bikes and e-scooters, paper-free classes, and sustainability literacy. Yeah. Thank you for your attention.